Jason Linse with Business of Fitness at jasonlinse.com. And I'm here, and personalityandfitness.com. And I'm here with your Business of Fitness tip for today. And then I'm going to do a joke or a fun fact. Okay, Business of Fitness tip. Bryant Lake Bowl. Title of a blog post I wrote in April of 2015. And I wrote it, the title Bryant Lake Bowl, it's the name of a bar, restaurant, bowling alley in my neighborhood uptown Minneapolis, just a few blocks from where I am filming this at Linse Fitness Studios. I wrote the blog post because I wanted to make a point. Here's the deal, I smoke cigars. I smoke a few cigars per week, maybe 3 or 4. Obviously more in the summer than the winter, because winter, I like to be outside and do it, which is kind of what leads to a good segue for the point of this blog post. Bryant Lake Bowl's got benches out front, probably room for 15 people to sit, 12 to 15 people, some tables in between, and they have ashtrays. And there's a lot of cigarette smokers that frequent this place, and they come outside if they're inside drinking or bowling, and they come out and have cigarettes. I sit out there to have a couple of beers and smoke a cigar. They, about late April of 2015, decided to ban cigar smoking. I showed up on April 26, 2015 with some friends on my 42nd birthday to have a cigar and have a couple drinks, and was told by the server, we missed the signs, which gets to my point here in a second, is that what they'd done is they put 2 8x11 signs facing the window, so if you sit down, but we missed them because there's people's heads in the way and stuff like that. So it's not like we're idiots. And plus, we weren't looking for signs. I go there all the time. I've been smoking cigars there for years. They decided to ban cigar smoke. So I asked the manager, what's up with this? And she said, well, listen, people were complaining when the door would open for service coming in and out, or whoever coming in and out, cigar smoke would go in and people inside didn't like it. And if you're dining out, outside, blah, blah, blah. And I get the fact that cigar smoke is a little bit more pungent and it does not dissipate as quickly. However, I still think it's a form of discrimination, but that's not the point of my blog post. My point, is this. The way they chose to communicate it, 2 fucking 8x11 signs, no cigar smoking, please. So what I wrote in there, so I started thinking about, like a gym. And I know there's a little bit of difference because gym owners, you guys out there, should have emails. You should have, you have addresses, you have emails, you have multiple ways to contact your membership base. When you bar restaurant, they do not, but here's what they could have done. They could have printed, I thought 3x5 cards would have been perfect. They could have spent just a couple hundred bucks on this. And they could have put, pictures of people drinking and bowling and having a good time, the logo, Bryant Lake Bowl, and it could add a paragraph. And I typed the paragraph out in the blog post, so I won't go through it, but basically it says this. Hey, thanks for being, a customer of Bryant Lake Bowl. We appreciate your patience. We're, one of the funnest, coolest areas to hang out. We made a recent decision that was very difficult for us. We decided to ban cigar smoking while allowing cigarette smoking. It's no disrespect, or we're not trying to alienate cigar smokers. We just had to do this decision based on complaints. We hope you understand. Here's a coupon for a free fucking drink or something to kind of ease things over. If they'd have done that, I think it would have went a long way, because I know why they didn't. They probably are pissing off. I'd have to throw a number out there, 50 people, 50 guys or gals that come smoke cigars. But I hope you guys get my point. So if you're in a gym, or if you own a gym and you're making a rule change, and I don't know what that could be. Maybe you change your hours, or whatever it is. Communicate that through email, through do some 3x5 print cards or 8x11, whatever you do. But make sure you communicate it. And I know sometimes people don't think about it because they get caught on the gym owner. These people are abusing the rules or policies. I don't really care. And you just kind of come at it from, here's what we're doing, too fucking bad. And you need to soften up a little bit. You have to remember there's different personalities out there, which is a whole other thing I can get into. But contact me. I'd be glad to help you write something up. But this is easy stuff for me to do if you don't have the skill set. So 612-310-1319 or jason@jasonlinse.com. That's your fitness business tip for today. If we're going to change your lives, I got a joke. So, there was a Packer fan with a really crappy seat at Lambeau Field. Looking with his binoculars, he spotted an empty seat on the 50-yard line. He thought to himself, what a waste. And he made his way down to the empty seat. When he arrived at that seat, he asked the man sitting next to it, is this seat taken? The man replied, this was my wife's seat. She passed away. She was a big Packers fan. Too bad for her. The other man replied, I'm so sorry to hear for your loss. May I ask why you didn't give the ticket to a friend or a relative? The man replied, they're all at the funeral. Now, that's funny, but it's also probably has happened. Anyway, keep changing lives.